All right, today we're going to work on something that hopefully is pretty quick and easy. Let me go ahead and let you hear it, hopefully. So what that is the fan. So let's see if we can dig into this and see what the problem is. Okay, so well, I got to figure out what this is and why that's hanging down. We'll address that. But what I got to do is get up under here to that, which is the blower motor. And there's a couple of screws on that and a connector and some stuff. So let me do step one, which is I'm going to need to get this piece right here out of the way. Because the fan will not come down. That's what we're trying to do, is pull the fan out. But that won't come down with that in the way. So that's just these two screws right here. And then there's a clip on the back there that slides in. So let me pop that out. We had that out before when we did the floor, but let me get that back out again. Okay, we got this piece out. There it is. It's just those two screws. You can see that little clip in the back, like right there in the middle of the screen that it clips into. And then I took this one screw out right here. That just gives you just enough room to kind of wiggle this and get the clearance that you need to get it out because of the way it overlaps. Now, what we got to do is go after these things. So there's a screw right there. I think there's another one like way on the back that would be probably hard to show you. That little rubber tube right there that we got to, right in the middle of the screen, we got to get that somehow, I don't know, comes off one end or the other. We'll play with that. And then that clip right there. I think that's everything. Still don't know what this dang thing is. This black cable thing. I don't know. We'll address that too. But let's get the fan out first and see if there's anything in the what they call a squirrel cage that might be causing that little vibration. Sorry, I got my little helpers. There's one. Here's the other one. They thought they would come down and check things out, see what they could do to contribute, I suppose. But anyway, glad to have them down in the garage. We got another one too, but he's upstairs sleeping. So anyway, those are my helpers. All right, success. We got these out. There's just 3 of these. So I would say do the one in the back first. And in order to do that, I couldn't even use my little short screwdriver. I had to get a ratchet just to get the get up in there. And it's kind of tight because it's back in the back, but nothing too crazy as long as you grab your ratchet. And I think that's an 8mm on that thing. I don't know, maybe. Yep. So that's what you need. This works great on the front too. And then it's loose. So as you can see, it's loose. As far as that little hose, it just pops off right there. Pretty easy. So that's easy to pull off. So now this is loose. I should be able to wiggle it on out of here. So let me do that with 2 hands so I don't drop it or mess something up, and see what's inside of it. Okay folks, I'm gonna start by saying you also, in order to get this out, have to undo this connector right here, which connects like right there. So go ahead and undo that one too. You can't get it out without doing that. So super easy to do. It just has a little clip on the top of that one. So sorry, trying to get my hands to work. So that just has a clip on top of that one. For this one, to get it off, the clip's on the back side. So you just squeeze that one from the back side and that one will come off. So both of those 3 screws and a little rubber hose. You get this out. Now you can see up in there, that's where the fan goes. So we were hearing that noise, and there you go. Here's what we got. So we got a bunch of random things in there to include. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of black thing. This is probably from some critter. We got some leaves. So we're gonna get all this stuff cleaned out of here, and then we're gonna put this back, and shouldn't make any more noise, in theory. So yeah, this is what they call the squirrel cage, and everyone I've seen on videos and everything else, when they pull this sucker out because it's making noise, it's because of this kind of stuff. So let's get all this out, and then we can work on putting the fan back in. All right, everybody, back in. So all you gotta do is kind of do everything in reverse. You got your 3 screws, obviously one there. One is right here behind this, trying to get hands and everything. But it's right there. You can kind of see it, it's behind that wire. And the other one's way in the back, that's hard to show you. Don't forget that clip that's back there. I took that cord that was hanging down and I routed it above the little rubber 90-degree hose there. So that helps hold that up out of the way. Everything else is back except for this side panel. Just sitting right there, because now what we're gonna do is test this thing out and see if it still does what it was doing before. So let me get the truck turned on so we can test that out. All right, so we're in here, got the truck turned on. Let's try her out and see what we get. There you go, that's full. Now obviously you can hear it blowing, but there's no more of those noises. So turn that back down. There you go. All the positions work, and we got no extra noises. So we're gonna call that done. So that was a good one. I'll put that piece back on. Like I said, it's a couple 3 screws. Next thing we're gonna have to do is we got a squeak over here on the in the dash, probably the speedo cable. So we'll work on that. But for now, this is done as soon as I put those 3 screws back in. So pretty simple, pretty easy. Probably if you've got noises, that's what's going on with yours.